put you at the game on Saturday. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
You'd flee a wildfire.
Evacuate.
You'd prepare for a hurricane, but there's no escaping this disaster.
It's one of the worst disasters that I've seen in my career.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Comedian Jeff Dye is going to join us in about an hour. He's doing the Weekend at Hilarities with Bill Squire. That starts tonight, yeah? Tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday?
Correct.
Hilarities.com will have the details for you. I got a chance to talk to Nick for a minute at Mary's farewell show. I hadn't seen him.
Best. What a guy.
He's
Love
great,
that man.
but I hadn't seen him there.
That's one of the things, like, whenever I get to sit down with Nick and I make him laugh, like, he watched most of the sets that night with Mary, and he complimented me on that. But, like, when it's just, like, one-on-one and I make him laugh, it always makes me feel like the best. It's such a great feeling.
But he's just a mensch.
Yeah.
You know, he's talking to people at tables. Hey, everything good?
He's
You
the
having
hardest
fun?
working man. He's the best.
There's a reason he's successful.
I posted some pictures from the comedy special taping on my Instagram and Facebook if you want to check those out. I am very excited for how this is all going to look. Yeah. These are just stills, but, like, the video is going to look similar. And I was talking with the director today and how we're going to proceed moving forward to try and shop it to different, streaming services and stuff like that. And very excited about that. It's going to move pretty quick, I think.
You think so?
Well, at least the editing portion of it. Like, he's already got it. Like, the audio's pretty much done. Working on the video next week, and then we start shopping it around. See what happens. See if anybody bites.
Hello, Netflix.
Netflix,
Hello.
you're gonna want to see this.
Hi. Did you see any of the Katt Williams stuff?
No.
I heard about it on the train ride here. Two guys were talking about it, and I was, like, trying to Google, but we're on the subway, so we're, like, in and out of reception, and I was trying to find it on the way here.
We have a soft spot here at the Alan Cox Show for Katt Williams.
I love Katt Williams so much.
He doesn't give too many Fs. He's funny enough. He's had more than his share of problems with the law over the years, and that's what people tend to throw at him as if that would negate the creative conversations that he has. And he did Shannon Sharp's show, and he was talking about how Cedric the Entertainer stole one of his bits and then proceeded to do it during Kings of Comedy. And he's ripping on Cedric the Entertainer, and he said Steve Harvey looks like Mr. Potato Head, and that Cedric looks like a walrus.
I mean, the Steve Harvey looks like Mr. Potato Head's been going around for that.
Oh, has it really, Mr. Potato? Oh, because of the bushy broom mustache.
Since he started
And he's
going bald
bald,
head,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to.
Mark Curry. Wow.
I think I know who that is.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh.
Don't forget your toothbrush. Remember Mark Curry?
I didn't know that was his name, but as soon as you said hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. I saw him 100 years ago do stand-up.
The level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade making all black men think.
Was the Steve Harvey show him as a principal? I don't remember the Steve
don't
Harvey
remember that.
show.
I think he
like
was.
the sitcom. Okay.
He got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB.
Oh, God, just going in. I love it. I mean, none of it has anything to do with how funny these guys are or aren't. But, they're just sitting there with 2 bottles of whiskey, him and Shannon Sharpe, and he's going off. And Shannon Sharpe's like, well, he's trying to kind of play peacemaker a little bit. But if you pull the string on the back of Katt Williams, you got to be prepared for what comes out. OBKB. Oh, I love it.
Can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know.
Isn't he kind of playing Katt Williams in all the movies? I was going to say. I mean, you could make the case for him being typecast. He's like 5'1", How old is he? He's not 60 yet, is he? How old's Katt Williams?
I have no idea.
No, I think he's like in his 40s.
He's in his 50s.
He's older
Really?
than me. I think
52.
so, yeah. Oh, maybe he's my age. I'm sorry.
September 2nd,
I know his full name is Catherine Williams, but
yeah, well.
Yeah.
That was Caterpillar Williams.
Let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience?
What does that mean? They're not on Netflix or Tubi.
Even they're not anywhere you can stream them for free.
They're on HBO.
Everyone gets on Tubi.
Well, that's because it's free, right? Yeah, but Cedric the Entertainer's on HBO.
Yeah.
His hours are over, and Katt's on Amazon Prime. I mean, you got to buy Katt's. You can get Cedric's for free. I've clicked her on HBO, and you can see Cedric the Entertainer. Anyway,
I'm guessing he's
gone.
not doing all his research on where you can see these.
Well, he's
They're just
also
talking
pretty
smack.
emotional.
Yeah.
He's just kind of speaking. He's worked up.
He wanted to be a king of comedy.
He
I
says,
could listen to Katt Williams talk about anything.
I know. He says Joe Rogan doesn't want him on his podcast. That's why he hasn't been on Joe Rogan's podcast.
And that's how it was for Blue Comedy. If you were a comedian that cussed, you were ridiculed by the mainstream comedy geist. That would be like me being on Joe Rogan. Joe don't want me on there. I need to be on Shannon. Joe got 6 comedians that never been funny. He want to push out.
Oh, man. That guy's funny. Now, the trouble is, Katt Williams is probably going to end up dead in a bathtub or something.
Well, Cody.
That's what I see for Katt Williams.
Last time we talked about Katt Williams, Cody was saying how the Illuminati's out to get him.
They are. They are out to get him.
Because he was talking all that smack about the house parties on his first special.
Yeah, I'm serious.
The Illuminati.
I'm serious. This is like a big part of his conspiracy theory is that like once, because that special blew up and was like supposed to skyrocket him, but people didn't like the way that he was talking.
'Cause he was exposing gay people in Hollywood and the rituals.
The rituals. He is 52. He is about 3 months younger than me. He's 52 years old. I mean, first time I saw him was a Wild 'N Out. I don't know if I even.
I went to go see him. I remember I talked about it on the show when he went to Akron Civic Theater.
Right.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw him in person. Other than that, I saw his specials. And again, I like him as a comic. I like his work. I didn't, just like you guys don't like Dave Chappelle's particular special. I did not like that show. That show was not great. But he is true when he says, he's telling the truth when he says he brings out comedians that are just as funny, if not funnier than him. He did. His opening acts were really, really good.
Well, I always think it's interesting, too, when guys go to the mat over somebody stealing their joke. Because it's like, you just write more jokes, man.
Well, it's all
right.
But if you
it's annoying.
If
No, I
someone's
get it,
stealing
but-
something that
but
you worked really
can't
hard
do-
on,
I understand, but you can't do anything about it.
Well,
other
putting
than
it out
say,
you
there
can call them out.
as this guy's a joke thief.
But then you just look like sour grapes because people are going to go.
That's like something that people say when I don't know. Like that's a weird thing to be like, oh, he's just mad. Like why? I would be mad. He stole his,
mad.
Yeah, he stole his joke.
No, I understand, but you're still going to write more stuff. Like, yeah,
But
it
you
sucks,
don't
but
want to.
I don't
Yeah.
think that is like rule number 1 in comedy. Is like, hey man, you don't take other people's
no,
stuff.
of course. But also the conversations are had about how there's a billion of the same ideas floating around, and
there is
two people are
absolutely-
going to do two different things with it. But
There is parallel thinking. I have seen that, but there's also people that don't care and they'll steal jokes. And I mean, Carlos Mencia was the most famous one, but there's other people that do it, and they do it and they don't care. So if he's calling him out, if he really thinks that his jokes were stolen, then he's got a right to say it.
I don't even know what bit he's talking about.
I don't
It's
either.
probably the one about being black.
He did steal that from him, didn't he? Man,
Mine.
Where would Cedric even get that idea?
I know.
Hey, Poundcake.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, man?
Long time no hear.
Well, I was on vacation.
Ghost go on vacation?
Hell yeah, I'd take a vacation from you.
Well, I took a vacation from you, so it's
You
fine.
did not. You ain't broke ass. You ain't got no car.
How did you know that?
Cause I listened to the show, dummy.
Okay. Well,
I
what?
heard you talking about you ain't got. You hate gay dudes with no car. You a gay dude with no car.
Temporarily.
How temporary is that gonna be?
I don't know.
Alright. I mean, I'm not complaining that you're hanging around the house all the time. That don't bother me at all.
Yeah, I
I
was.
like you not having a car. I like you being immobile. Like you having to sit around, not sure what you're gonna do.
Because it makes me vulnerable, and I just get into a state where I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? And just wacky.
That's right, man. You're reading my mind. You sit around, you get bored for too long, it's wacky.
Yeah, that's exactly what
But you
happens.
should take it easy, man, because you've been, it's been a lot lately. And I just want to let you know, I just want you to be careful, all right, man?
I'll do my best.
Please be careful, that's all I'm saying, please.
Do my best.
All right, that's all I
I'll
have.
use some lotions and exotic oils and stuff and take it easy on myself.
Oh, exotic oils?
Exotic oils.
From where?
They got them at like these little shops.
Exotic oils?
Yeah.
And little shops around here?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very exotic, is all I'm saying.
Well, they sell them here, but they're from somewhere
Oh,
else.
I see. Why do they have to be exotic? Can't you just use regular old Vaseline?
Ew, no. No,
Why
I
not, man?
never use Vaseline. People use Vaseline. That's so old-timey.
I don't know, man. I'm just telling you what I see out there in the world. You never use Vaseline? What about just straight up Jergens, man?
No, that burns me.
Burns.
It burns and burns and burns. Yes.
Alright, that's okay. I heard you talking, you were also screaming about undocumented people earlier, man. You know, I'm undocumented.
Well, you're also dead.
I'm sorry?
You're also dead.
That doesn't matter. I'm
They
still
document his
undocumented.
death.
I don't even have a documented death.
Okay, well, you're not what I'm talking about. You're not taking up space. You don't have any mass. You're not using any resources. You just float around and just spy on people.
Yeah, but I don't like that kind of talk, man. I don't like undocumented making fun of people. That's me. Those are my people.
Well, then you take them then.
Do you know how many migrants I've watched whack off?
It's good for your business, not good for mine.
It's not a business. It's a hobby. I make money off you.
How?
What business? I said I don't make money off you.
But it's what you do, Ghostbag. It's your purpose. That's your unfinished business. That's the reason why you're still floating around the universe, is because I don't know what quota you have to meet, but you see a lot of people wacky.
That's true, man. That's true.
And
My unfinished business is watching other people finish.
well then, yeah, you've been following me for over a decade, since I was 16 years old.
That's right. and I'm getting less and less impressed by the day, I might add.
Well, that's disheartening. That's really disappointing. I thought I was putting on I'm only getting better.
Well, says you.
I'm more flexible now. I've lost
I'm
weight.
just saying, if you're out there trying to put on a show, man, put on a show.
I'll keep that in mind for tonight.
Oh, I don't think I can make it tonight.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not about to wait for you.
Okay, wait. Maybe I can move some things around. What time?
10 p.m. work?
Yeah, right. I'll see what I can do.
All right. You don't want to get your little Vicky. Gotta do it.
I'm going to call you right at 10 o'clock to throw things off.
I will leave my phone on silent, just like I did when my car got stolen.
Knock on the door of the cops. Poundcake, are you in there?
I know you're not.
What are you doing in there? Young man, what are you doing in there? Bang, 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 bang. Oh my God, it's the masturbation cops. They're back. Yeah. All right.
What's that in his hand? Shoot him. He's got a gun.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's got a round in the chamber. I feared for my life. I didn't want him firing one off at me. Wow, 10 o'clock tonight. I had no idea that you were so scheduled out.
Well, that's usually around the time I'm if I'm not going to bed, I'm in bed. So I was just like, let me just grab my laptop or tablet and just see what's on there. See what I got.
You have a laptop and a tablet.
Yeah.
Wow. Must be nice.
Depends on which one's charged.
Must be nice. What's that?
I said it depends on which one's charged.
Well, my laptop is a super, super old computer that I have from college. Like, I haven't. So when that one dies, eventually it's going to get some type of virus from all the porn that it's just my porn computer. So literally, I have no business other than watching porn on it. So whenever it gets a virus and is out of commission, it's over 10 years old. I'm just going to burn it. I'm going to burn it.
Burn it.
Burn it.
Wow.
Like no one would touch it. They would have to have like a, biohazard mask and whatever gloves to take it out of there. So I wouldn't do that to someone.
Huh.
I would treat it like when I got rid of the F-ton in college, pushed it out the window and dragged it to the street. Because I didn't want my uncle who was helping me move to see it. I was embarrassed.
Alan, you guys were talking about quiche earlier. Does Poundcake know how to spell quiche?
Keishhhhh.
No, she's the one who sang TikTok.
Oh, Kesha? Keith. Keith.
Keith? You've never seen the word quiche? The dish quiche? You've never seen that?
I'm sure I probably have.
Spelled out, written out?
I don't remember. K-I-E.
It's not a K, so you've never seen it then?
No.
Oh.
How is it spelled?
Quiche.
See, this is y'all's fault.
Well, it's not an English word. How is it ours fault?
It's y'all's fault. Because y'all want us to order stuff, but then try to make it hard to spell.
I think he means whites.
Oh, is that what he means? Us whites.
The food Illuminati.
Yeah, well, we didn't make it up. It's French. I guess they are largely white, though. Okay, I've tell Poundcake he's got a FAP top.
No, that's perfect. Yeah,
that's just your porn-only computer. Yeah,
pretty much. Like
FAP top.
I may have done a tax or two on that computer, but there has no
tax or two.
It has no other
two. I did a tax or two on there.
It has no other purpose for it anymore. Like I'm not doing book reports and stuff on it anymore like I was in college. So I'm like, well, it's just gonna have porn on it now.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of stuff bookmarked.
All right.
It's atrocious. It's disgusting.
I'm going to break. If you want to send me a text, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com for everything else, and you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Buzzard Radio.
The Buzzard
is Rover.